Mega, come a little closer.
Come close.
Come closer. Robin, see the camera. If it's focusing good.
मुझे चरणों से लगा ले मेरे श्याम मुरली वाले मुझे चरणों से लगा ले मेरे श्याम मुरली वाले मुझे चरणों से लगा ले मेरे श्याम मुरली वाले मुझे चरणों से लगा ले मेरे श्याम मुरली वाले मेरी सांस सांस में तेरा मेरी सांस सांस में तेरा है नाम मुरली वाले मुझे चरणों से लगा ले मेरे श्याम मुरली वाले मुझे चरणों से लगा ले मेरे श्याम मुरली वाले बादशाह के
Radharaman, give Mark, please. Give him, no, there's still a mic there. Put on the other mic.
Not liking me.
What? What topic? What topic?
Huh?
What topic?
Whatever. Give one mic so we do like this. Or I'll just hold it up. Can't hold it that long.
It's okay. Put on. Put on this one. Put it on. Om Jnana Timarandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmat Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadali Krishnaya Krishna Bhakta Tadabhakta Namo Namaha Vanchakalpa Turbascha Kripa Sindhu Vevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer my pranams as I get up and sit. That's okay. So I offer my pranams again. First of all, to the lotus feet of my most worshipable spiritual master, His Divine Grace. Nichilila Pravishta Om Vishnupad. Asto Tarasata Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. And to my spiritual grandfather, His Divine Grace, Nichilila Pravishta Om Vishnupad. Asto Tarasata Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And Nichilila Pravishta Om Vishnupad. Asto Tarasata Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj. And to Rupanu Guru Varga, headed by Shri Rupa Goswami Pad, to the worship Shri Shri Radha Govinda, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Gopinath, and Srinatha Gauranga. To all Vaishnavis assembled, headed by Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanti Maharaj.
Let us start.
So, I didn't prepare to say anything, but Maharaj ordered me to say something. And for the past week or so, Maharaj has been speaking very beautifully from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And so I want to share with you one of the verses that made me take up to this process of Krishna consciousness some 20 odd years ago. This is a very nice verse. This is from chapter 7, text 2. Jnanam te aham savigyanam idam vakshyami ase shataha yach gyatva neha bhuyo anyaj jnanatvam avisyate. This verse here is very amazing. Krishna is saying to Arjuna, I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. This being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. Understand this, Yogmaya? Here, I've never come across any words or any book, any scripture that is so authoritative. I did not write Bhagavad Gita. So when the devotees them were, back in the days, we used to read the Gita together like this. And we used to say to read the verses. So when I read this, here Krishna is telling Arjuna, I shall declare unto you this knowledge in full. Full knowledge means from top to bottom, or bottom up, whichever one. Complete knowledge. It doesn't mean limited knowledge. It doesn't mean partial knowledge, but it means full knowledge. You ever heard anything like this before? You ever read any book like this? The saying that you're having complete knowledge, that I'm declaring unto you complete full knowledge. You ever read this before? So this is what caught me. This is what caught me. I'll tell you something a little about myself. I'm not a sentimental person. If you're going to tell me something, you have to give me proof. You have to give me solid, hard, concrete evidence before I accept it. I'm not going to accept something because I see somebody do it. I must know why I'm doing this. So similarly, especially for the young kids, we should know why we're taken to this process. Why are we doing these things? So here Krishna is telling Arjuna, and he's saying both phenomenal and numinous, meaning knowledge of this world and knowledge beyond this world. If Krishna is only talking about knowledge in this world alone, it means knowledge is not complete. Because it's supposed to have knowledge of the spiritual world as well. So here the words, Srila Prabhupada translated both phenomenal and numinous, meaning knowledge of this world and beyond this world. And then he's saying, this being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. Now this verse, as Maharaj was speaking the last few days, and let me be honest with you, I've never studied Srila Gurudev Bhagavad Gita in depth. It's very rustic. Actually, Gurudev said, first we should read Srila Prabhupada's Gita very good. We should read this first and have a very good understanding. Because the commentaries that he's given in his Bhagavad Gita by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is very rustic. It's very rustic. And Gurudev used to warn and said, listen, don't climb the tree from the top. Start from the bottom. Start from where you are, then gradually climb. So 20 years ago, when I first read this verse, came across this verse, I had no understanding what this verse means. What is the depth of it? And I'm still in the process of realizing this verse. I have no realizations of it. Because when I read Bhagavad Gita, what can I see? Only according to my limited knowledge and senses. But when we hear from those Vaishnavas who are more advanced and more realized than us, then we can understand what Krishna is giving. So if Krishna say, I'm giving you this knowledge in full, this means Rasa Tattva is inside. Many persons read Bhagavad Gita and say, well, Krishna didn't say this, Krishna didn't say that. But here, taking Krishna's word, I'm giving you knowledge in full means Rasa Tattva is inside. Understand this? The topmost thing is there. But how to get it? We have to take the association of the Vaishnavas. I've heard from Vaishnavas when Sridhar Maharaj, Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, and Srila Prabhupada would discuss this Gita. One time, what was it? Somewhere they went, and they said, if you to hear the commentaries on this Bhagavad Gita that the two of them discuss is mind-blowing. So much of treasure is there. I will not speak further because I would love to hear from Maharaj, and we all would love to hear from Maharaj. I don't know what he's going to speak on, but this verse actually just came into my mind earlier today. That is why I went back return hunting. And so the young ones especially, you have a Gita, go back to this verse and look at it carefully. Whatever knowledge that you can find in all other scriptures, combine. Want me to read the purport? Okay, it's not so long. Whatever knowledge you can find in all other scriptures, all other sastras, you will find in this Bhagavad Gita. Also, there is knowledge that you will find in this Bhagavad Gita, in this book, that you will not find anywhere else. Understand? This is the glory, this is just an insignificant glory of this book, because it's spoken by Bhagavan himself. So Maharaj asked me to read the purport by Srila Prabhupada. He's saying, complete knowledge includes knowledge of the phenomenal world, the spirit behind it, and the source of both of them. This is transcendental knowledge. The Lord wants to explain the above-mentioned system of knowledge because Arjuna is Krishna's confidential devotee and friend. This is a very key statement here. I'm not going to speak much, but I'm just going to give a little tidbits. This is a secret. If one wants to understand this knowledge, what Krishna is given in Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada is saying here that one must become a devotee of Krishna. If one is not a devotee of Krishna, then they will not get the true knowledge that is given by Gita. So if you want to understand Gita, then become devotee of Krishna. In the beginning of the 4th chapter, this explanation was given by the Lord. And it is again confirmed here. Complete knowledge can be achieved only by the devotee of the Lord in disciplic succession directly from the Lord. So this is another key statement. Complete knowledge can only be achieved by the devotee of the Lord in disciplic succession. Here is Guru Tattva. That one must be initiated. One must get Guru. This is the importance of Guru. This is not me saying, Srila Prabhupada is saying. One must have a Guru. Bona fide Guru in disciplic succession. Therefore, one should be intelligent enough to know the source of all knowledge, who is the cause of all causes and the only object of meditation in all types of yoga practice. Who is the source of all knowledge? Krishna is Sat Chit Ananda. Yes, he's the source of all knowledge. And Lord Brahma said, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karna Karnam. Sarva Karna Karnam, the cause of all causes. Who is that? Krishna. Who's speaking Bhagavad Gita? Krishna. When the cause of all causes become known, who? Krishna. How will we know of Krishna? We have to hear from those who know Krishna, from the Vaishnavas. Then everything noble becomes known, and nothing remains unknown. The Vedas, Mundaka Upanishad say, Kashmin u Bhagavo Vijnani Sarvam Idam Vijnanam Bhavati. So, I'll stop here. That's the end of the purports, and now we will hear Maharaj, as he so wished to speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No clapping for him. Srila Prabhupada ji ki jai. ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय स्तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। आनन्दलीला मया विग्रहाय हेमाम्य दिव्य छवि सुंदराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। संसार दुख जलदस्य पतितस्य कामः क्रोधात् नक्रमक्र कवलीकृतस्य दुर्वासनस्य निगृतस्य निराशयस्य चैतन्य चंद्र मम देहि पदावलंबम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वृंदाई तुलसी देवी प्रियाई केशवस्य च कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवते नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। ऑल टुगेदर एंड लाउडली। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। I was thinking what to speak today as a kind of
on Srila Prabhupada. On Srila Prabhupada.
I too. One for Ramana.
No.
Please. Done before. So got a very good inspiration by hearing from Prabhu, from Bhagavad Gita. So much in depth and in detail. And actually everything is present in Bhagavad Gita as it is by Shri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Because he's gone through the commentaries of Vishnu Chakur Thakur and Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. Srila Vishnu Chakur Thakur, hear attentively, I'm going to hear. Srila Vishnu Chakur Thakur, he gave Rasik commentary, means also using the words of Krishna as it is. What was going on in the mind of Krishna, these acharyas, they know very well. Krishna is always and always think of Braj and always think of Radharani. So that's why if Krishna is Rasik Shekhar, Rasik Shekhar Krishna Param Karun, Krishna is Rasik Shekhar, means the king of all rasa, means the enjoyer of all the rasa. So that's why those very intimate associates of Krishna are known as Rasik Bhaktas, because Krishna is Rasik. So they fully know the mind, the heart of Krishna. So Srila Vishnu Chakur Thakur, Rasik Acharya, and that's why he gave in depth and in detail commentaries on Bhagavad Gita and was presented by Srila Gurudev in his Bhagavad Gita. But Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu also Rasik Acharya, but he highlighted more on the Tattva Vichar. All acharyas, they are Rasik. Understand the meaning? No. Not paying attention. I know. I'm speaking for the kids. That's why if you want to learn something, why we are here? To learn something. So when you want to learn something, there should be a notebook and a pencil and a pen to write down the points. Otherwise, you cannot learn our life. The only way to learn is write down the important points and then later on going back and remembering those points. Because I want all of you, boys and girls, to not only expert in singing, which you are already got expertise, but also speaking. There's so many girls around the world. They speak so fluent. Harikatha. And how they learn that? They used to hear Srila Gurudev speaking. And Gurudev used to make them stand up. Speak what I said yesterday. Yeah? I'm also going to do same. They used to write points, notes. This is only way we can learn. Otherwise we cannot learn. Yeah? So, all acharyas are rasik. But sometimes they highlight more on the tattvas. Shri Jeev Goswami Pad, Rasik Acharya. But what he highlight more, I cannot say more or less, but they also highlighting the tattva. Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu giving more the tattva. Shri Vishnu Chakur Thakur giving more rasa vichar. So Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he used to say, I have taken so much from Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, and that's why in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita as it is, he is dedicating this book to Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. And Srila Gurudev he took from Srila Vishnu Chakur Thakur and dedicated to him. So, everything is present in this Bhagavad Gita as it is, but how we as beginners can understand. So he simplified the words. That's it. He just simplified those words. From the very difficult words or explanation to in a very simple way for us to understand what Krishna wants to say in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So, a speaker always, I saw Srila Gurudev, he always used to see and judge who is the audience and how much can they fly high and how much they can understand. Birds, they have different, all birds are not same, they have limitations, capacity to fly as high as they can. Eagles and vultures, they go very high. Sparrows, small birds cannot reach to that height of what vultures and eagles can go. So everyone have their own understanding and capacity because we are so conditioned and always engrossed in enjoyment. Everything is enjoyment. Even singing is enjoyment. Even speaking is enjoyment. Even eating is enjoyment. Even in devotional practices, enjoyment. on a very gross level. And that's why Atma indi priti vancha tate bole kam. Krishna indi priti vancha dhare prem naam. Any practices, any activity, even if it is devotional, if it is done for enjoying one's senses, this is called kam. Means enjoying. It's not service to Krishna. For my pleasure, I am doing this. But Krishna in the Priti Vancha, to serve the senses of Krishna, Dhare Premanam. That is prem. That is pure love. That is pure Harikatha. I am not speaking Harikatha. I am not doing Kirtan. Kirtan means speaking Harikatha is also Kirtan. But who has done Kirtan? Shri Shukdev Goswami had done Kirtan. Vishnu Chakur Thakur performed Kirtan. Shri Rup Goswami performed Kirtan. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, they are the one actually who are doing Kirtan. So someone can ask, what you are doing? We are doing Anukirtan. Anukirtan means repeating their words. I am not qualified to do Kirtan. I am not qualified to speak. For that we need a lot of realizations. To churn the words of the Shastras, to churn the words of Bhagavad Gita, the intent of Krishna, why he spoke this verse, and what it has to do with us, how it is related to Bhagavatam. Who can speak this? One who a realized person can realize. And because we are not realized, and most of the time we are engrossed in our gross or subtle way of enjoying, cannot understand. As Prabhu was just saying, Arjun being friend and devotee to Krishna. Not only friend but also devotee. Gurudev used to explain how Arjun and Krishna was totally so intimate friend to each other. They used to sleep together on the same bed, embracing each other, and not embracing chest to chest. The head of Krishna is the feet of Arjun, and the feet of Arjun is the head of Krishna, like that, and embracing each other, eating together. Not only friend. This is according to friend, but also very much devoted to Krishna. Very much devoted. Always remembering Krishna, very dear to Krishna. And I'm not saying this. Krishna himself said this. Priyosmi. You are my Priya, you are my intimate friend. In the verse, Manmana Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaste. Because one cannot reveal one's heart to just any friend. We have many friends. Some are category A, some are category B, C. Category C, many friends. My far distance friend, my neighbor is also my friend. Anyone to whom we speak for 5 minutes become friend. Yeah. And then there's category B friend. More, close, specific. And then we go and share some of our, family things. But then there is friend A, where we share only and only which is very personal and we hide in our heart. We only share to them. Arjun very close to Krishna. Therefore, he is revealing his heart to Arjun in the form of instructions. But more intimate friend of Krishna is Uddhav. Krishna never told Arjun about the separation with gopis. He can't. Arjun will not understand this. Of course he will, but not to that degree as Uddhav. Because Arjun only knows about opulence of Krishna, being the Parikar associate from Dwarika. Uddhav ji is also associate of Dwarika, but is fully acquainted with the Madhurya of Krishna also, and the opulence of Krishna too. So Krishnasya Daita Sakha, Bhagavatam explains. Dait means category A, very very intimate, to whom you can show your heart. Yes, I am feeling separation from my gopis, from Radha Rani. So Uddhav, Gacho Uddhav Brajam Somyam, Pitruna Pitrim Ahum. Oh Uddhav, go to Braj and pacify my Brajvasis, my father, my mother, and specifically Gopinam ma Viyogadi ma Sandesh Vimochaya. Don't try to apply your knowledge to pacify my gopis. You can't. But just repeat my message to them. They will understand my message. They will understand message. This is called complete gyan, complete knowledge. If this is not present, then knowledge is incomplete. So Bhagavad Gita gives complete knowledge, not incomplete knowledge. Many people say Bhagavad Gita is only tattva instructions. No, because the person has not dived into the commentaries of our Rasik Acharyas, our Srila Gurudev and Prabhupada. Then they will understand. Everything is present in Bhagavad Gita. So in related to this, what Prabhu just uttered the verse from Bhagavad Gita, speaks about phenomenal gyan, knowledge. Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Not different from Krishna. If I ask, okay, tell me, question to you. What is difference between Gita and Bhagavatam?
Gita is the teaching of Lord Krishna and Bhagavatam is his life story.
The first answer is correct.
The second one.
Bhagavad Gita is the teaching of Krishna and Bhagavatam is what? Anu, what is Bhagavatam? The transcendental form of Krishna. And even if it is not correct to say the transcendental form of Krishna is Bhagavatam or the expansion of Krishna is Bhagavatam, this is offensive. What is the correct word to describe Bhagavatam? Krishna himself. Bhagavatam says, Krishna sodham upagatate dharma jnana divisaha kalon vashram drisham vesha puran arkadam. At the end of Dwapar Yuga, when Krishna leaving this planet, dharma and gyan, religiosity and knowledge, they all went with Krishna. Then what will happen to this world? Without moral conduct, religiosity and knowledge, what is present in this world? Nothing. Then only virus is present. So considering this, Krishna remained in another form of, in his another form, and that is Srimad Bhagavatam, which is full of gyan, knowledge, and not only knowledge, Jnanam param goyam mein yad vigyan samanvitam saryasyam tanandanam cha. Second canto Bhagavatam. So all kids here, learn this. Okay? Srimad Bhagavatam have how many cantos?
12.
Haripriya?
12?
12 cantos. Very good. How many verses? Found? How many verses?
18,000.
बच्चा बना तो नीचे बैठ जाओगे 18,000 verses. Okay? You already know, Prabhu. We are teaching to children. 12 cantos and 18,000 verses. Now, each and every canto of Bhagavatam is one of the limbs of Krishna. Learn this. The first and second canto, 2 lotus feet of Krishna. So the darshan starts from the lotus feet. First and second canto is what? 2 lotus feet of Krishna. Third and fourth canto, 2 thighs of Krishna. So going up and up. Fifth canto, the navel. And then sixth canto, the broad chest of Krishna. Seventh and eighth canto, 2 arms of Krishna. Ninth canto, neck. 10th canto, beautiful, mild, smiling face of Krishna. 11th canto, forehead. And 12th canto, the head. Understand? So easy, right? So, it's not that Srimad Bhagavatam is expansion of Krishna, whereas Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. Who are Vaishnavas? Vaishnavas are those who are devotees of Krishna and they love Krishna. So Srimad Bhagavatam Praman Amalam Yad Vaishnav Nam Priyam. If anyone claims I am Vaishnav, but I have nothing to do with Bhagavatam, cross. You are not Vaishnav. You are not devotee. Vaishnav Nam Priyam. Srimad Bhagavatam is very dear. Not only dear, but the life of the Vaishnavas. So, second canto, which is what? Neck of Krishna? Navel? Thighs? Yes? This is what just I said?
No, his feet.
Second canto is the lotus feet of Krishna. And in second canto, Krishna is imparting this knowledge to Brahma. Bhagavad Gita is the song sung by Krishna to Arjuna, means the instructions given to Arjuna. Similarly, in Bhagavatam, Krishna also gave instructions to Brahma, second canto. And also in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, which is the forehead, Krishna also gave instructions to Uddhav. And that is known as Uddhav Geet. Krishna gave instructions to Uddhav. So second canto, Krishna is giving instructions to Brahma. He is giving his complete knowledge to Brahma. When I say complete knowledge means what? Jnanam param guhyam yad vijnana samavritam. Knowledge and realization. So knowledge plus understanding and then realization. Krishna is giving all this to Brahma. That becomes complete package. That's complete knowledge. So that is known as Chatushloki Bhagavatam, which start with Jnanam Param Guhyam Me. As we just read, Bhagavad Gita explains Jnanam. What is that Jnana? Krishna is revealing his knowledge about himself. And what is that? Aham evasam evagre nanya sat asat chaparam pashat aham yo avshishyasti so asmin aham. You know this verse, right? Come here. Come here quickly. She knows 4 verses which Krishna gave to Brahma. Say it. 4 verses.
Aham eva samevagre nanya jata asaparam pascharaham etaksha yovishishita sasmiham vitevitam yakprativicha napati pachatmani tarvejaratmano maya yato pasuritatma yatamahanti bhutani bhuti shiksha vasesanu pavistani apavistani tata te sunate swam etavareva jignasam tatva jignasanaha gaevati
Anve Vetikarena.
Yatsat sarvata sarvada.
Very nice. Just by uttering these 4 verses, she she completed Bhagavatam. The origin of this 18,000 verses Srimad Bhagavatam is what? These 4 verses. So if you recite this every day, that means you're reciting complete Bhagavatam. Try learning this. If she can learn 6 years, you guys can learn more. Try learning this verse, 4 verses. Very important. So, Krishna is saying, I was present before creation, I'm present in creation, and I'll be always present after creation. Understand? This is Gyan, knowledge. I'm present before creation, I'm present in creation, I'm going to be present after creation. So there is no time when I'm not present. I'm always present. But where are you present? Where? Specifically. So that's why Tattva and Rasa together. That's why Krishna is being addressed by Brahmaji as Anadir Adir Govinda. He is the cause of everything, he has no cause. When did Krishna came? Not on this planet, but in the spiritual world. What is the date when Krishna actually created this world? Or you can say when Krishna started existing. Yeah, that's the right. What is the date? 4th of July? The Independence Day? No. There is no time. Krishna is beyond time. Anadir Adir Govinda. The same thing. Krishna is telling to Brahmaji, his knowledge. So he is speaking knowledge. I was present before creation. I am present in creation. I'll be present after creation. This is Tattva. But what is the secret behind this? Again, Rasik Acharyas. They explain. So, have you heard Srinivas Acharya? Narottam Shamanand Srinivas Acharya Prabhu? Not many heard this. That's why I'm not going very detailed, because that is going up. Flying high. Keeping it simple. But just for information, Srinivas Acharya Prabhu, he is explaining, he is commenting on this when Krishna is saying, I was present before creation, I am present in creation, etc. Where he was present? He explained, Krishna wants to say, I am always present in the best amongst all my pastimes. I am always present in that. What is Krishna's best pastime? What is Krishna's best pastime? He killed Putana, he killed so many demons, childhood, pastimes, stealing water, stealing clothes of the gopis, so much. Raise your hand and I will ask. You're done already. You're done.
Rasalila.
Who's giving you hints? I'll punish. Don't spoil children. Let them think over it. Amongst all the pastimes of Krishna, Ras Leela is the best. As Brihad Vaman Puran states, Santi Yaddev Prajya Leela Sahasra Manohara Nahi Jane Smrite Rase Mano Kim Drisham Bhave. Krishna himself is saying this. Even though I perform many pastimes, but when I think of Ras Leela, I don't know what happens to me. I get totally captivated just by remembering of Ras Leela. Because this is full of prem. Pure prem, pure love. Prem. So he's saying, I was present before creation where? In Ras Leela. I'm always present where? In Ras Leela. I never go out from Ras Leela. Now we can't understand this, very honestly. Because acharyas are explaining and we are understanding, try to understand this. So the verse itself says about Tattva. But this is the beauty of it, that the Rasikacharyas, they know where Krishna was existing before creation. Where, Baba? Where in creation? In the Rasa Leela. So any knowledge is, any kind of knowledge when it's complete, the completion comes when it speaks about Supreme Lord and also speaks about the energies of the Lord. So there are three energies of Krishna: Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, and Tatastha Shakti. Antaranga Shakti means eternal potency of Krishna. Tatastha Shakti means the neutral potency, we, Jivas. We are neutral potency of Krishna. And Bahiranga Shakti is external energy of Krishna, Maya. Knowledge cannot be complete if Maya Tattva is not present there. That's why in all the four Vaishnava lineage, these philosophies, is always about Lord and about Maya and about Jeev. Jeev, Jagat, Bhagwan. Understand? That's why when Naraji, who is Gurudev of not only Dhruv Maharaj or Prahlad Maharaj or King Prachinbari, not only Valmiki or Brigari, that hunter, but Naraj is also Guru of most knowledgeable Srila Vyasadeva, Srila Krishna Dvaipan Vedavyas, who composed, who wrote all the Vedas, Upanishad, Puranas, etc. Naraj is Guru. So, Vyasadeva, who wrote, Ramana Prabhu, one question. If you write something, don't you know the meaning what you write?
Sometimes.
If we write something, of course we know the meaning what we are writing. Otherwise, how we can write if we don't know? Understand? So Mahadev, he's saying, Aham Vedmi, Shuk Veti, Vyaso Veti na Veti. He's saying, I know about Bhagavatam. Shiva, very boldly, he claims, I know the secrets of Bhagavatam, about Bhagavad Dharma. Shukadev knows. Vyasa know, he know or he don't know. That's it. I'm not sure about this. Oh Mahadev, how can you say this? Vyasdev is the one who wrote Bhagavatam. He said, yes, but I know. I can claim. I know. And I also know. Shukdev knows this. But I doubt. On what? A doubt on whom? Vyasadeva, who wrote Bhagavatam? Yes. Because he said, Vyas Veti na Veti. He knows or he don't know, I'm not sure. What is the meaning here? Vyasdev, who wrote Bhagavatam, was not familiar to Bhagavatam prior to he met his Gurudev Naraji. But when he met his Gurudev Naraji, who came to give the complete knowledge on Bhagavad Dharma, Bhagavatam to Vyasadeva, then he knows Bhagavatam. Understand? The words of Mahadev is saying, he knows or he don't know. Both. I'm not sure about he knows or he don't know. So when he don't know, the time when he was not, when he didn't heard this from Naraji. But he knows when he heard from Naraji. And when Vyasadeva, he heard Bhagavatam, the instructions from Naraji, what happened then? First canto Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva in his meditation, he saw complete package, complete knowledge. Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pratyapayamale apashyat purusham purnam mayastat padashram. With that bhakti yoga, with prem bhakti yoga, not sadhan bhakti. Vyasadeva is not performing sadhan here, not bhava bhakti, but in prem bhakti yoga, what Vyasadeva saw with the mercy of Naraji, his Gurudev, he saw complete Krishna. When we say complete Krishna means not only the beautiful form of Krishna, but also all pastimes of Krishna. This is called complete. Just like when we say the president of the country visited Queens today. Any specific place in Queens? Yes, just here Apna Bazaar. The president of the country visited Queens at Apna Bazaar. So what does this mean? That he just came alone driving his car and parked here and say inside shopping some samosas and some chapatis and naan and veggies there? Suppose if he's coming, or he will come sometime, will he come alone? Or his complete entourage? All ministers, police, army, guards, etc. Right? What news will mention all this? The headline will say what? The president of the country visited Queens.
Jamaica. Jamaica.
Just the name president, and everything is inclusive in that. So when Vyasadeva he saw Krishna, not only the beautiful form of Krishna, but complete pastimes of Krishna. Prior to that, he was not seeing this, because Naraji, he didn't heard from Naraji about instruction and the mercy of Naraji on Shaktavesh avatar of Krishna Vyasadeva. Imagine. Naraji is also incarnation of Krishna. Vyasadeva is also incarnation of Krishna. Vyasadeva is Shaktavesh avatar, means any specific, very special jiva, not like us, conditioned souls, liberated souls. Krishna infuses Shakti, his potency, to achieve something. Naraji is Bhakta avatar. Vyasadeva is Jnana avatar. So Naraji is Gurudev of Vyasadeva. After hearing from Naraji, when Vyasadeva sat in meditation with Bhakti Yogena Manasi, there are three yoga: Sadhan Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti and Prema Bhakti. So did not Vyasadeva set for Sadhan Bhakti? For Bhava Bhakti? No. Prema Bhakti Yoga. And what he saw in that Prema Bhakti Yoga? The entire pastimes of Krishna. Entire pastimes of Krishna. This happened after meeting Naraji. So Veti na Veti va. Before he was not. But after meeting with Gurudev Naraji, then he saw this. This is one point, one shloka. Then next, what he saw next? Maya's Tat Padashrayam. He also saw Maya Devi behind Krishna. Even though Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada on his Back to Godhead magazine and in the Hindi Bhagavad Darshan magazine, what is writing? Krishna Surya Sam Maya Andhakar Jaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Adhikar. Wherever Krishna is like sun. Can sun, when sun is in his origin, can there be darkness? When there is darkness, can there be sun? Two opposites. Have you ever seen? In the morning, 7, 8 o'clock when there is sunrise, we see darkness then? No. How Maya can be there when Krishna is present? So Maya is always behind Krishna. She never comes in front because she feels ashamed, very embarrassed. Because her functioning is like that, to make people averse from Krishna. Even though she is potency of Krishna, she is doing with the order of Krishna, but the work is like that. So Vyasadeva not only seeing Krishna and the pastime, but also Maya Tattva is also important. This is what I am focusing on. Maya's Tatpadashrayam. He also saw Maya Devi behind Krishna. This is also inclusive in the word knowledge, jnana. Not only knowledge of Supreme Krishna, but the knowledge is complete when Maya Tattva is also present in that. What he saw then? Yaya samoita jiva atmanrugunatmakam. Even though jivas are beyond Maya, but he's saying how jivas are get influenced by Maya. Which potency is greater? Tatastha Shakti or Maya Shakti? Tatastha is superior than Maya. We, Jivas, we are Tatastha Shakti, we are superior than Maya. But because we are in very minute in our, not in constitution, but minute in nature. As constitutional, Jiva has so much potency. Gurudev used to explain. Very minute Jiva. Very minute. What is the size of the soul?
1/10
Keshagra Shatabhagasa. If we take the tip point of the hair, just the tip point of the hair, and we cut into 10,000 pieces. The 10,000 part of the tip of the hair is the size of the soul. That minute. But potency in that soul is very high. Can achieve from very low stage of conditional level to Radha Dasya. To become the maid servant of Radharani. Can Maya Devi reach there? Maya Devi has no rights in that domain. That's a different domain. That's a different section. But Jiva is Tatastha Shakti. Very easily can go there. Very easy. When I'm saying very easy, not in Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga. In those yugas it was difficult. Even though the lifespan was even the lifespan was very big. In Satya Yuga, the life of the jivas were 100,000 years. Then in the next yuga, Treta Yuga, just remove 1 0. How much left? 10,000. Then in Dwapar Yuga, remove another 0. How much? And in this Kali Yuga, remove another 0. 100. In this short span of life. In other yugas, Krete yadhyato Vishnum, Treto yajato makhe, Dwapar paricharjyam kalo tat kirtana. In Satyuga, the proximity of Lord is by what means? By meditation. They sit in meditation for thousands of years, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 years. But then in Treta Yuga, by performing yajnas. Treto yajato makhe. Yajna. Then in Dwapar Yuga, with archana, with worships. And in Kali Yuga, short span, 100 years only. 100 is not even complete. 80, 90, that's it, finish. And in that short span of life, Prayana Alpayush Sabbir Kalavasi Jugejana Mand Sumand Mateo Mand Bhagyehu Bhadita. Very less intelligence. Very bad fortune. Why we say bad fortune and less intelligence? Because even if we get association we are not taking advantage of that association. We don't write notes. We don't learn verses. Why we come to hear Harikatha? To learn. Every day we learn something. Otherwise, how we can hold that knowledge in the heart if we are not learning that knowledge? It will just, we hear from one ear, other hole going out. But when we hear, we have to hold where? Here. And then from here, it comes to here. Feeling is not from here. Feelings come from here. So knowledge gets stored here. But that knowledge in the mind, in the consciousness, change to feelings, the emotions, that comes from here. But how to get that correct and bona fide emotions, not fake ones? We need to know knowledge and get stored here in the brain and then in the consciousness. That's the procedure. So the complete knowledge, Krishna, is all complete pastimes, and Maya Tan Padashrayam. Vyasadeva also saw Maya Devi in the back. So Maya Tattva is also inclusive in that complete knowledge. So we as Tatastha Shakti, superior than Maya, but Jiva Yo, Prakti Vash Yogya, Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains in Dashmula. Even Jivas can, even on the stage of Muktis, liberation, is bound to get influenced by Maya, external energy. Because needs strength, the strength of association. Then very easily can overcome Maya. Any evidence from Bhagavad Gita that Maya is the potency of Krishna? Devi hi Ashagunamai, Mam Maya Durattaya. I know it's very difficult to overcome my Maya. Krishna claims this. I'm saying this. Krishna is saying. But Mam Evaya Parvadante. Mayam etam taranti te. If you surrender unto me, you can very easily overcome Maya. So surrender to me means surrender to Krishna. How we can surrender to you? We don't even know you. We don't even see you. How we can surrender to you? Then Krishna has to say, you have to surrender to my manifestation, my inner form. And who is that? Shri Guru. Shri Gurudev. How you have to approach to Gurudev? With any question, any queries? Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashna sevaya updekshanti te jnanam jnanincha samdarshanam. With very humble mood, submissive mood, with service mood. And not question, but inquiry. That's difference. Question means, how dare you said this yesterday? What was your meaning? That's question. Can we approach Gurudev like that? We have to go with very humble mood. Gurudev, whatever you said, I know that's correct, but I didn't understood that. Can you please elaborate to remove my doubt? Pariprashna sevaya, with service mood, humble mood, and paying obeisances. Krishna is telling this. Updeshanti te jnanam jnanincha samdarshanam. So what Krishna is indicating? Jnanincha samdarshanam. Who is that jnani? One who has knowledge. My manifestation, Shri Guru. He has complete knowledge. So approach that Guru. So this verse, many times I'm speaking in this series of Bhagavad Gita I'm speaking. All these verses, when I speak, it strikes to me. All these verses have so much connection with Srimad Bhagavatam. When Krishna is saying this, it just strikes to me. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashna sevaya. You have this verse on? Open?
No. 7, 19.
Yeah. Tad vidhi, this is the process one you can approach to Guru. And similar to this verse, Bhagavatam, again this fourth verse this child just spoke. Idadeva jigyasa tattva jigyasum atmanam anve vyatikarena yasyat sarvatra sarvada. Anyone who is interested in spiritual life, I'm just not translating as it is, but just giving the meaning of this verse, simplifying. If anyone is inquisitive or interested in spiritual life, one approach to what? To whom? Bona fide Guru. Who will give knowledge, and not only knowledge, but impart bhakti in our heart, that bhakti which is sarvatra sarvada. Itad eva jigyasa. Jigyasa means inquisitive. When a person has some queries, that means progressing in spiritual life. Srila Swami Maharaj used to say this. If you have no queries, that means you're not hearing and paying attention. Inquisitive means always have something to know, more and more. So Krishna is giving this knowledge to Brahmaji. This is the secret. How to attain knowledge, realization and secret. Jnanam param guhyame yad vigyan samanvitam tad rasyam tad anganam cha. Not only knowledge, but realization and the secret of that. These three aspects can be only known if a person is inquisitive. Itadeva jigyasa tattva jigyasunatmanu. To approach a person who is fully qualified, who knows my tattva, who knows my rasvichar, who knows my complete philosophy, not only pastimes, but tattva, and also about maya, and also about jiva tattva. Everything. To get that bhakti which is sarvatra sarvada, that bhakti which is present at all times and everywhere. These ingredients have bhakti: apple, flower, water. Yes or no? Krishna said yes. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhakta prajyati. Doctor knows everything. What is the meaning, Prabhu?
You can offer me leaf, flower, fruit, whatever, even if you offer me your tears, but offer me with shraddha,
With love.
with love and passion.
Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhakta prajyati. Krishna is saying this. You can offer me a leaf, means tulasi, flower, fruit and water. When he said water, he just very well said. Very impressed to hear this. Not only just this pollen spring water, but the tears from the eyes. Yo me bhakta prachati, with love. Jiva Goswami, I'm not saying this. Jiva Goswami is saying that proves ingredients also have bhakti. And he took this verse from Bhagavad Gita by Krishna, spoken by Krishna, as evidence to prove this point, that ingredients also have bhakti. Patra pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhakta prachya. So many windows have opened. One by one. Vyasadeva, after hearing from Naraji, he saw Maya Devi standing behind, which is inferior energy than to Tatastha Shakti. But we get very easily influenced by Maya. And that's why we are in clutches of Maya. But Krishna also giving a remedy. Mam evayi prapadante. You surrender to my devotee with inquisitive mood to get that bhakti which is present everywhere and at all times, even in ingredients. Even a person with immoral conduct, even a person with knowledge. And if we don't have any knowledge, even if it is sadhaka or siddha, everything, Jiva Goswami in Sandarbha explaining, in Bhakti Sandarbha, each and every point, some other time, detailed. Therefore, anartho vasham saksham bhakti yoga samje. How jivas can come out from these clutches of Maya, Trigunatmak Maya? How? That's why Srimad Bhagavatam is being produced. Full of knowledge, full of bhakti, full of inspiration, everything in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is complete knowledge. Therefore, Yasya Vashunumayanam Krishna Param Purushe Bhakti Rupatti Pumsam Shok Moh Bhay Paya. Anyone who hears about Krishna, this pastime, Yasya Vashunumayanam, about Krishna Param Purushe. Krishna is Param Purusha. How we define Param Purusha? Param Purusha.
Supreme enjoyment.
Supreme enjoyer. There is Purusha. Purusha means male. Then there is Parapurusha. What is Parapurusha? Purusha means
Supreme.
Purusha means male, means also we can define this as husband. And Parapurusha means with paramour mood. So there are many Purusha, many Parapurusha, but Param Purusha, the supreme personality, male, enjoyer, is only Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Aham sarvasva prabhu matta sarvam pravartate. Krishna being supreme enjoyer. And we are not enjoyers. We think we are enjoyers, actually. This is again Maya. But Krishna is our enjoyer. And we are to get enjoyed by Krishna. But right now Maya is enjoying us. The external energy of the Lord. But the practice, spirituality, spiritual life is to come to this point that when we become qualified or beautiful, eligible, so that Krishna can enjoy us. If we offer fresh fruit to anyone, even if you offer to fresh fruit to me, I feel like enjoying, eating. Eating means enjoying. But if you give me 1 month old apple, rotten, smelly, I say, please take this. I brought this with so much love to you. Don't want to even touch that. So many bugs on those fruits. Can't even eat that. Can't even smell that. This is our state. This fruit is not, we are not eligible, qualified for Krishna to enjoy because we are stale, rotten, smelly. Because the covering of Maya is there. And because of that, no praying, no love. Only enjoying, every time enjoying. In a gross way, in a subtle way. Enjoying, enjoying, and enjoying. And everywhere we hear this. Enjoy your meal, sir. Enjoy your flight, sir. Enjoy your travels. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your appointment. Everything is in the world of enjoyment. But actually, is there any enjoyment? Bekar. No enjoyment. All these enjoyments gets to a saturation point and then let's go back. Some people who never saw ocean in their life, when the first time they came to Jagannath Puri to stay in our temple, which is just on the ocean, seashore. Oh, when they opened the window, wow, what a scene. Water everywhere. Bluish water. Enjoying. I don't want to go anywhere. Just want to sit all day. Just want to see water. So he wanted to stay there forever. He stayed there 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 year. He got fed up of seeing water everywhere. I want to become captain of the ship because I want to see water everywhere around me. Yeah. Such a nice job. Captain of the ship. And when he became captain, after 1 year, fed up. Seasickness. Why? That was your dream, to see water everywhere. I don't want to see water. You got phobia of to see water. Can't see water in the bucket. That's saturation. Yeah, but there's the ocean of spiritual love where there is no saturation. Yeah. No saturation. Just want to serve. Not the world of enjoyment, but the world of service. So that's why in Vaishnava language we say, serve your Harikatha, sir. Serve your Prasadam, sir. Serve your India troops, sir. Serve, everything is served, not enjoying. But in that service, there's a lot of enjoyment. A lot of bliss. So, Yasyava Shunamayanam Krishnam Param Purushe. Hearing about topics of Krishna, what will happen? Shok Moh Bhaya Paya. Lamentation, bewilderment, and fear. This is what we get always troubled by. Fear. What's going to happen tomorrow? What going to happen tomorrow? Or the next month? Or next year? Or whatever. Always a fear. What if I go through accident? What if I get, what is that? Omicron? What will happen? If I get my booster, third vaccination?
No.
Fear, lamentation, and bewilderment. The only means to get out of this is get fully, what do you call it? Merge into that. What? Yasyava Krishna. Yasyava Shunamayanam Krishna Param Purushe. Hearing the topics of Krishna. One who have developed this taste. Aha. Believe me, kids, it's more palatable than eating cake. As children, we like to eat cakes all the time. Different flavors, chocolate, pineapple, vanilla, etc. But Yasyava Shunamayanam Krishna Param Purushe. If we develop that taste of hearing about Krishna, just little taste we develop, aha, cannot go away. And what will happen then? Swadu Swadu Pade Pade. Bhagavatam explains, first canto. Each and every step there is complete relishment. Each and every step. Swadu Swadu. Relishing that, relishing that, relishing that, relishing that, relishing that, non-stop. And if you don't get that, get restless. I've not heard Harikatha 1 week. I'm feeling so weak. Not hearing for 1 week, I'm feeling weak. Just the matter of W-E-E-K and W-E-A-K. Oh, when the Sunday will come, there should be so much encouragement and inspiration. When the next Sunday, and then the next house program, even if it is 4 devotees, doesn't matter, but some Harikatha. Even if it is reading Bhagavad Gita or reading, this is the barometer to judge one's advancement in spiritual life. If anyone develop that taste in hearing Harikatha. And what will happen with that? Not only knowledge, but realization. And with that knowledge and realization, what will happen? Shok Moh Bhaya Paya. Lamentation and fear. Somebody asked me a question. How can I get rid of my fear? I have multiple of fears. answer and only answer is read Bhagavatam every day. Embrace Bhagavatam every day. Even if it is 15 minutes, 30 minutes. No, I read. How many times? 3 times, 2 times, I already read. And that's enough for my life. No. After reading 50 times, the complete Bhagavatam, then one comes to the level of beginning of understanding what is Bhagavatam. 50 times. In one read, second, little, third, some understanding. Fourth, yeah, now I remember this. Fifth, how is this connected to that? Sixth, so many readings, so non-stop. And therefore Mahadev, Shiva, what he is doing? He is speaking and always speaking Bhagavatam to his wife Parvati. That's why he said, Aham Vetmi. I know, Shukadev knows, but Vyas knows or he don't know, I'm not sure about this. Not only that, Shiva, he keeps his wife Parvati on his lap, sitting on his lap, and Parvati, wife, embracing her husband. And what Shiva is doing? Speaking Bhagavatam to the sages. This is the style to speak Bhagavatam? Embracing your wife right on your lap? This is Shiva. This is Mahadev. Who turned Cupid, Kamadev, to ashes. There is no any tinge of lust in Mahadev. Is always speaking Bhagavatam. So no matter if you read 3 times, 4 times, doesn't matter, just go ahead reading again from first, second, third, fourth to 12th canto. Again start first canto to 12th canto every day. Then what will happen? Shok moh bhaya paya. So, concluding here, the bottom line is, what is the meaning of Gyan? Knowledge, not only about Krishna, but knowledge is complete when it is also have to say here about the external energy and the internal energy and the tatastha energy of Krishna, which is known as Rite Artham Yat Pratet Na Pratet Cha Atmani. This is Maya Tattva. Second verse, Krishna spoke to Brahmaji. And then the secret. What is that third verse? I forgot. What is that, Anupam? Third verse? It just skipped from my head. What was that? Quickly. Why are you nervous? I was just about to say, I just forgot. Just one first word.
Yata Mahanti Bhutani.
Yes, go ahead.
Bhutesu Chavaseshvaru Pavishtanya Pavishtani Tata Tesu Nateshvaru.
I knew it. I was just checking you. Yatha Bhanti Bhutani Bhute Chucheshanu. Krishna is saying, as like 5 elements, they're present in every individual, right? 5 elements, but they also have their own existence. Earth, water, fire, etc. They have their own existence, but they're also present in all of us. Similarly, Krishna is saying, I present in the heart of everyone. But as Krishna, no. As a portion of those elements, as Paramatma. But I have my own existence, being Krishna, Supreme Lord. But as portion, my part and parcel, I exist in everyone's heart. But I, as Krishna, reside in the heart of those who are devoted to me. Sadhu hidi mayam, sadhu hidim tamham, mad anattita na jananti, nahum tebhyo manavati. तुम्हार हृदय सदा Govind Vishram. Krishna said, I reside as Krishna in the heart of my devotees. But in others' heart, I also reside, but as Paramatma, just witness. Just Sakshi. You know, like elements, they're present in everyone, but are they present in complete? They have their own existence. Similarly, Krishna resides in the heart of the devotee. This is the secret. But how to obtain this? Krishna said to Brahmaji, by bhakti, which is only given by an inquisitive person. Who is inquisitive and approach a bona fide guru. This is complete knowledge. Gaur Pranamade, word inspired by hearing Ramana Prabhu speaking word Gyan, the words from 7th canto. This is complete knowledge. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. See you all again. Don't know. Next month or Feb, I don't know.
Next year.
What's going to happen?
Till next year.
Till next year. I'm going to see you next year. It's simple to say. There's a simple way to say. See you all guys next year. Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande. Okay, end up with one bhajan.
You do Arti.
Aarti, yes. Who's going to do Aarti? आपकी माँ लगती है? हमारी माँ लगती है।
तभी जब बोला मैं इधर तभी मुंह करा
देख लो आप हिंदी में माता जी हो गई कैसे चेंज कर रहे हैं हरे कृष्ण
This must still be on the
बोलो
Facebook
श्री
page, right?
राधा
In there.
बिहारी
Right.
You will
Who's
see
going
it
to
there.
sing? Who's- I'm very thankful to Radha Mataji and her mother hosting this program in her house. Every time they are so generous and very loving. They always host this program. So we all thanking them and praying to Krishna for Mataji mother's health. She can recover soon. And one day we want to hear her singing. Singing Hare Krishna. Yes.
जय जय राधा कृष्ण युगल मिलाना जय राधा कृष्ण आरती करो ललित जी सखी गाना आरती करो ललित जी सखी गाना आधा नमो हर रूप
महाराज की जय। विष्णु विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र शत भक्तिदान शिला नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नितला विष्णु विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र शत भक्तिदान शिला बामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जनितला विष्णु विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र शत भक्ति विज्ञान शिला भारती गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जनितला विष्णु विष्णुपाद भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जनितला विष्णु विष्णुपाद भक्ति वेदांत शिला स्वामी महाराज की जय। विष्णु विष्णुपाद भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। सपार्श्व मित्रा विष्णु भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। माँ भागवत वर्षी गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। सच्चिदानंद शिला भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर की जय। वैष्णव सार्वभौम जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाशी जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शरण गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। प्रेम से बोल श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गोवर्धन राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड विराज गोवर्धन जी की जय। तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। भो मंगल हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल।
Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj ki jai.